Howdy folks, this is Tall Turtle here. Welcome back to X-Plane 11 and back to the Balearic Islands, Spain. Yes, Balears or something I would think you pronounce it, I'm not exactly sure. If you remember the previous flights and video, we already tried this flight, but I made a silly mistake. I'm not going to talk about it, you can just watch that video if you want to. But here we are, new airplane, longer range anyway. We're going to fly from Lima Echo Michael Hotel, head to the west. The west. You might know what I'm talking about. And then we're going to go to Lima Echo Sierra Bravo. So Menorca Airport over to Palma-Son Bonet Airport. Little sightseeing trip, sort of. I do want to come back and actually do a VFR flight on this island because it's absolutely gorgeous. But we have a mission here. We got to get some people over to the next island. So that's what we're going to do today. Looking good so far. Real world weather is turned on. Hopefully everything works out this time. And I don't know why I have weird sounds and the airplane isn't even running. Anyway, I have not updated to the 11.5 beta. I will wait until 11.5 is final. SkyMaxx Pro has already been updated though, 4.9.1, excuse me. Don't know why I choked there. I got all choked up about my SkyMaxx Pro. I've been messing with the settings though, trying to smooth out the clouds, make them look a little better. Can't decide. Oh, that's what the noise was. It's the big jet coming by. That makes sense. Okay, what do we got to do? We're going to remove the chocks first of all, and then we're going to do our weight and balance and all that stuff. It's me and my buddy and my son, who's almost 12, and his daughter, who's almost 16. I don't know why the four of us are in Spain together, but we are. And we got some water in the background. And we'll do half fuel. There we go. What do we need to do next? Hide that. Come inside. Make sure all controls are idle. Turn the battery on. I think I remember how to do this plane. It's been a long time. Check the fuel gauges. I think that's over here somewhere. Do I have a preset for this? I must. There we go. Fuel gauges are good. They're right here. Check the annunciator and low voltage lights. There they are. Turn the battery off. Trim to neutral, I think it always is. Recharge battery, you don't need to because you haven't flown this yet. Everything is good. Check plug following again. Don't need to worry about it. Auto fuel switch is enabled by default. That switches tank, so you don't have to remember yourself. Alright, let's hop outside. Come around. Close the baggage door, which is that one. And let's close the passenger door from the menu this time. And then we will latch it. Alrighty. Come on over here. Fuel the left tank. Whoa, come on. No, left tank. There we go. Props forward. Throttle a quarter. Alt air closed, and it should be, and it is. Confirm avionics are off, and they're off. Battery can come on. I'm going to turn the alternator on. That's later. Nav rotation, no, not nav, it's those two. Why does it say nav in my notes? Fuel pump on, mixture rich, yell, clear prop out the window, clear prop, and start the engine. People have been complaining that it's too easy to start the engine compared to real life. It's a simulator, folks. It's what we deal with it. It's a simulator. It's what we make of it and what is offered to us. Alternator switch to red. Or red on. Confirm the annunciator lights went out, and they did. And come over here. Throttles. 1400 to 1500. Check gyro suction. Oops, this one. Right there between 4 and 5. Lean the mixture. Bring back throttles. Turn on the GPS. And the radio, I guess that was already on. Avionics were not off, just some of them were off. Turn all this stuff on. There we go. Fuel tank right and then back to left just to make sure it's all working. And it is today. Sometimes it doesn't. Sync the gyros. I don't know why on my keyboard you saw it spin there. Altimeter, barometer, real world weather's turned on, so you do need to check it out. What does it say? 3018. And it should be 3018 from yesterday's flight. That's actually more like 3016 on that thing. There we go. Flight plan. First of all, yeah, we'll get the ATIS in a minute. Flight plan. Completely visual, but we'll put the destination in just so that we have it, because we can. Flight plan. Menu. Delete flight plan. Yeah. Come over here. And we're going to head to what? We're going to Lima. What comes after K? Echo, which is after A. And what were the last two? Sierra Bravo. There we go. Boom. Very simple. We're just going to go direct because it's really a VFR flight. This is just so we have something to look at, right? So it's actually quite a ways. 71.1 nautical miles, and this plane isn't very far. But it feels far, I guess. I don't know why. All right, we'll put CDI to GPS so we can use autopilot just so we can sightsee, because sightseeing around the airplane on the outside when you don't have autopilot is very difficult. Let's get your ATIS now. 129.15, COM 1. 129.150? 15 ATIS. Do we get an ATIS? It works in all the other airplanes. How come it's not working in this one? 129.15. 129.15. It's on, right? That says COM 1. Oh, because it's connected to this thing. There we go. There we go. 301, I already know that. Runway 1 in use. Let's turn that off. So runway 1 means 10 degrees, so we're just going to make a U-turn and take off here. And then we're going to head, well, if you want to see what's going on, you can't really see, but yeah, we can. We're just heading right over here. Boom. Right over the water. Check out a couple islands. Not landing at the big airport, we're landing at the small one. Visually based on the weather there. So I guess we can actually look that up right now since it's such a short flight. Wind is 210. Take off the 021. It's coming from 21, so we're pretty much going to just fly straight in and use this runway, which is 23, because 270 is here, 180 is there, 21, the wind is going to come from here, so we're going to come this way, have a little bit of crosswind from the left. Fly straight in, we'll use the GPS to get us there, and then get visual once we get there. Okay dokie, that was quick, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. No taxi lights, we're just going to taxi, which means take the parking brake off, head this way, and get the mixture back and head on out. Couldn't be simpler. I kind of wanted to use the VORs, but we have GPS in here. We'll just use GPS. VORs are getting to be kind of a thing of the past anyway. How would we even do VOR in this? I guess we would tune nav 1, which is here, and then use this here, right? So basic stuff, and then we just have autopilot follow nav instead of GPS. So that's how you would do it. We're not going to. We're going to stay relatively modern and use GPS. So long taxiway. Hard to stay straight here. Long taxiway. That's what I'm going to do. Here's a view of your airport. Looks like your front tire's kind of flat. And I'll see you when it's time to take off. It looks like we get to watch the 738 come in. That's cool, because normally we see it take off or we miss it altogether. But if you look just above the horizon, straight ahead, you'll see the airplane coming in. So hopefully I can do the camera work that'll allow us to see it. It's not always that simple to adjust the camera while you're taxiing and while you're trying to watch things. Let's see if I can do this here, because this is going to be kind of cool, I think. There it is, just about to touch down. Let's use the inside view if we can. Oh gosh, is this going to work? Where is it? There it is. Boom, that was rough, and he slammed the nose wheel down. That was awful. Alright, we're actually going to do a run-up today, believe it or not. So let's turn into the wind. So let's go like this. And we'll stop right here, set the parking brake, props full forward, make sure forward throttle to 2,000 RPMs. If I put that in, can I see? I can. Throttle to 2,000. Right mag, left, both, right, note the drop, both not start, geez Louise, mouse wheel. Confirm gyro suction, yes, confirm oil temperatures and everything, looking good. Test annunciator lights, which is this one, yep, good. Mixture still rich, props back, forward, back, forward, note the drop, alt air open, it is, close, confirm there's no drop, back to open, fuel pump off, I have to move over here for this one, come on, fuel pump off, confirm fuel pressure is still green, you betcha. Fuel pump back on, throttle to idle, confirm smooth. Sometimes it drops here. Yes, keep it up a little bit. Alrighty, there we go. Before takeoff, alternator battery switches to on, and they are. Fuel pump on, and it is alt air close, correct. Mixture and props full forward, flaps 10 degrees. Mags on both. Landing lights. Mags on both. Landing lights on right here. Trim the middle, always is. Confirm the door is locked and latched, and it is. Pitot heat on. Heading bug set. Autopilot set. We're not going to worry about autopilot quite yet. That'll be once we're in the air. Parking brake is off. Here we go. Let's pull out onto the runway. Hopefully we don't have another aircraft coming at us, because that would have been scary to be on the runway, but it was fun to see. Adjusting my seat, bring the microphone closer. Hopefully got louder for you there. It's pretty far away. Alrighty. Does it have a push for any bug? It does. Okay, we'll push that as soon as you come around the corner. We're just going to roll out and go. You've taken enough time as it is. So here we go. And I set the heading bug in case something gets screwed up. And try to stay in the middle if we can. And there we go. And pop off the ground. And we're up. Very simple. Very positive. Look at that crosswind. Gear is coming up. Holy cow, look at that crosswind. And flaps coming up. Alright. Take off. Lift up around 65 knots. Gear up, flaps up. We did both. Climbing around 90 knots. So trim down a little bit. Fuel pump and landing lights off eventually here. Trim down so we can get to 90. Trim down so we can get to 90. Let's have a look. Gorgeous island. Like I said, I want to do a VFR flight on this, probably in one of the tricycles, maybe. That might be what we do. But let's have a look outside quickly here. We do have to fly a plane. This wind is crazy. Wow. There's your airport, there's an island, there's a mainland if you look off on the horizon. And look at this, so gorgeous. Little towns and cities. How awesome is that? Alrighty, where are we going? Where are we headed? Headed to the left. Let's try to trim this to 90. What is going on? It wants to sit at 80. I guess that's okay. Another little city out there. Passengers are very happy. No one's complaining. Alright, let's do autopilot here. And then we'll get going on some other stuff. So autopilot on. We want to use nav, and we want to do heading on. So heading, we'll lock it to nav. Nav is set to GPS. See? There we go. We are hands-free. Let's get everything out of the red. What do we want to cruise at here? Cruise. The secret air pipe arrow for altitude, which we don't quite want to level off yet. We want to level off around 3,000. Throttles to 23 on manifold. That's right about there. Props to 2,200, which is way back here. So 23 and 22. There we go. We are done with that until we get our destination information. I forgot to start the clock, which is weird. I haven't forgotten that in a really long time, but that's okay. Now we're cruising at 90, climbing at 90. We'll level off about 3,000. Fuel pump can come off now. And landing lights can come on. And landing lights can come off. There we go. Super simple. I hope this catches up here. Oh yes, it's going that way. Alright, it's not going to be 42 minutes because we'll level off eventually and get some speed going. But it will be a little bit. I mean, it's a little longer. Well, why are we stalling? It's a little longer of a flight than you would think. Are we over the water yet? We are. We're going over the water. Alrighty. Let's see, we're almost at 3,000. We'll level off together, then we'll do some sightseeing. So let's let it get to 3,000 just because I want to see below the clouds. So there is 90, 20, 40, 60, 80, and Piper logo. That'll level us off. And now we'll gain our speed, and that should go down to like 20 minutes or so probably. Alrighty, that is it. I think everything is good. We just need to make sure our manifold pressure is at 23, no, 22, what did I say? 23 and 22. So 23 on manifold and 22 on the props. There we go. As simple as giving a cat a bath. Alright, we'll get back to sightseeing in a moment. This is so gorgeous and so mountainous compared to the first island. That was pretty flat. Okay, I love these pockets of towns and cities. That is so cool. I'm going to have to do some research on this area. Look at that cove or that bay. Wow, that's amazing. But we are flying an airplane, and we are cruising along 3,000 feet and 120 knots, 124 knots. So we got to fly a plane, right, first and foremost. So let's get our destination information. Let's go to our destination airport and see what the weather is. Altimeter 3019. So let's get that set up now. We just need to bump that up 1 to 3019. Wind is 230 at 10 knots. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Take away the 0 is 23. So we're going to use a runway 23. So that means from here we're pretty much going to fly straight in for the most part. We'll let GPS take us until we get visual, and then it'll be a visual landing from there. And let's not run into this 737 that's above our heads here. I wonder if we can actually see that if we come down enough. Do we see him up there? So he's passing right over us. I don't see him. He's too high. He's too high, but that's a cool view of the airplane though, isn't it? Anyway, 14 minutes out it says. We'll need to do a few things before we reach it, but what was I saying? Yeah, we're just going to fly straight in until we get visual of the airport. Land runway 23. Could be a little bit of crosswind. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, super gorgeous. We've come a long way. We have quite a ways to go yet. I knew it'd be a long flight. It feels longer. You know, the 78 nautical miles feels long in a plane at this speed and this altitude, but that's fine. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Let's get back to quite a bit of sightseeing, another minute or two at least. Check out those clouds above the mountains. Wow. I will see you in a couple minutes. I'm still just staring at those clouds over there with the clouds right above them. I'm assuming in real life it's absolutely insanely gorgeous, but we're flying a plane. So our airport is over there somewhere. There's some water, and then there's the big airport, and we're just north of the big airport. So hopefully we land on the right one, but we got to review a few things here. So, descent approach, the time barometer already did. Prop forward, we'll do that in a moment. Landing lights on. Let's turn the landing lights on now, because we're getting closer, especially with that other airport around there. Whoops, wrong airplane. It's on this side. Landing lights on. Approach 110 knots, fuel pump on, 1000 AGL, 100 knots for flaps. 85 for flaps, touchdown is 75, so we need to do fuel pump, flaps, gear, touchdown. And that'll be it. So let's keep looking for this airport, see if we can find it. So the big airport is in sight right here, runway, but I don't see our airport anywhere, so looks like it'll be a little bit longer. Hopefully we find it, because I can't see it. I can't see it yet, but we're really close, 5 minutes away. So landing lights on, we'll get fuel pump on in a minute. Flaps at 185, touchdown at 75, is that what I said? Yep, the throttle said idle with a slight flare, which is right here. So that's actually pretty quick considering how slow we could get. Alright, what we're gonna do, see there's the big airport right there. I don't see ours. We're gonna have to realign the GPS, I guess. Okie dokie, time to come down yet? No, we're at 3,000 feet. Once we clear this train, we'll come down about 1,000 and then try to do straight in approach. If we have to go around, we will. So if you don't know the area, that is possible. I am still looking for our airport though. Alright, airport's finally spotted. It's that strip right there, like through the middle of a town or something. So we need to kill autopilot because we need to maneuver around so we can fly straight in, or else we're coming out of the angle. So let's move over. Let's start coming down, and we want to get ready to descend. So let's come over this way so we can have a nice long approach. Give us plenty of time to make adjustments, which I'm doing in my chair right now as well. Alright, flying manually. Shouldn't be too difficult. Descent rate about 500 feet per minute should be good. Keep our speed up, though we don't need to slow down quite yet. We don't need to get into flapping gear territory. Not yet. Not until we get on final. We can bleed off speed quickly. So right now we're just keeping an eye on our gauges. I would love to sightsee some more, but I'll just have to review the video and slow it down because we are flying a plane. We cannot look outside. But that's gorgeous. We can do that, right? And there's our airport. Alrighty. Let's get back and pay attention. Alright, let's turn on the final, keep our descent. Let's do gear down, which is safe at this speed. And we don't have peripheral vision, so it's hard to see what's going on. Let's lean forward, have a look. Where's our runway? It's over there somewhere. The drag is guiding us to descend quickly, which is okay. There you go, let's just follow this road until we get, oh, no, let's not. I was looking at the wrong thing, our runway's over here. And flaps at 100, flaps at 85, touchdown at 75. Long approach. Let's nose up a little bit here to slow down. We're at 1,200 feet. Trim the daylights out of this thing because I'm really fighting the yoke more than I need to. First set of flaps. It's going to float, props forward. Fuel pump on now that we are 1,000 feet above AGL, or so. Alright. Keep the second set of flaps, but let's not slow down yet. Pitch down for speed, throttle so we don't descend too much. Keep an eye on our altitude, 900 feet. And super easy. Great approach speed, everything is exactly how it should be. Except wanting to look around. You know what happens when we do that, so let's not. Approach speed is good, descent is great, everything is how it should be. I feel a little crosswind from the left, maybe the wind adjusted. don't know. We're blowing to the left, but it feels like it's from the left, but where it knows, I don't know. Who knows? It's X-plane wind. It's going to do what it wants to do. We're just going to do what we can. We shouldn't really need to do much of a crosswind landing, so we're just going to try to land normally, relatively smoothly. We're getting blown around a little bit here, though, which is okay. See, I don't need to fight the yoke at all. I'm making very tiny, minute movements. And just responding in a big way. But in real life, when I watch people, they fight like crazy to do little movements. For me, it's opposite. I do little movements on the yoke, and it goes like crazy in the airplane. Doesn't matter. Do what we can. Here we go. Concentrate. Our frame rates are goofy again, like 2 videos ago. I wonder if SkyMaxx has screwed up my frame rates. I hope not. I never used to. Look at elevated highway. Right through the town. Okie dokie, let's start slowing down now. A little bit, but not much. We'll slow down to 75 over the threshold. And then we'll go to idle, slight flares, let it land. We have plenty of room. And looks like it's not even a 3D airport, so we'll just go somewhere when we taxi. We'll worry about that in a minute. Here we go over the threshold. 75 knots as planned. Let's not touch down too early. And here we go. Let's touch down right past the threshold. There we go. Look at that. And boom. There we go. Flaps coming in. And I think we're just going to roll this out and see if there's another taxiway up here. Hopefully there's another taxiway up here. Looks like we're driving. Looks like we're going next to one here. So yeah, here's one. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's pull off, slam on those brakes. Whoa. Alright, so what can we do from this cockpit? You know what, let's just stop. Let's stop and do it. Just because we can't look around. So, what we're going to do, we're going to stop the clock, add a couple minutes to that, so about 40-minute flight or so. And landing lights off, which is over here on this side. Landing lights off. Collision lights off. Flaps up. Fuel pump off. Come on. Pitot heat off. Alright, now we taxi. Where are we going? Let's just go straight ahead. Just to keep it short and simple. It's not a 3D airport anyway. So we'll just pretend maybe this is fuel here or something. But anyway, we made it this time. Very simple, very easy. I did do a firm landing. That was on purpose in case there was wind. Wasn't simulated very much, but you never know. Alright, let's just pull over here. Assume this is like fuel or something. I don't know what it's going to be, but this is where we're going. Alright, let's stop right here like that. Parking brake is set. Avionics all come off. Everything off. Turn you all off. Turn you all off. Throttles to idle. They are. Mixture cut off. Mags to off. Remaining lights off, which was just that one. Alternator off. Battery off. Fuel tank selector off. Open the door. Can we do it from the inside? Sometimes it's kind of annoying. There we go. That worked. Hop outside and open the baggage compartment and shocks. There we go. A quick little island hop. Islands owned by Spain. One was pretty flat, the other's pretty mountainous. I'm going to do some research and see what is here, because this is gorgeous. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight. I certainly did. If you're a big subscriber, thank you for your support. If you found accent, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. Hit that like button so YouTube knows we're here. We can play the other room game. I'm taking advantage of my unexpected time, and I'm getting some flights recorded for you all. Hopefully enjoying the racing as well. And have any flight suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'll add them to my list, and I'll see you next time.